Hi, Sagittarius. So I'm shuffling extra because I guess it was only two cards, but two of the same cards came out for Aries that came out with Leo. Now, when the majority of energy is in a fire sign, of course, it's going to affect both Leo and Sag if the major energy is in Aries. Now, of course, tomorrow the sun goes into Taurus and we will start Taurus season. But we will still be with Venus and North Node, Chiron, Mercury in retrograde, all in Aries. And of course, obviously, we will have Mars within a week or so. Right? Yeah. Jupiter Uranus conjunction is still going to affect whatever house you have it. And if you are a Sag rising and you're listening to this, you know, it can mean lots of good changes also. Let's look at that. All right. So what do your guides want my guides to tell me to tell you? That was too many. We have the Magician on deck, major arcana. So something, this has to do with something that you wanted, something you're manifesting, or you're creating, because we're co-creators. Strength card. Now, what's interesting is the Strength card is in reverse. So for me, this is something, and if you see in the Strength card, she's comforting the lion. She's almost giving her strength to him. And while tarot is genderless, that is a male lion, because that's just how that works with the hair. It feels like you know what you need to do, and do you have the strength, but do you want to utilize the strength? Strength's on the tables. You have the strength is there. It almost feels like maybe possibly allegedly you've been setting everything up, and is there hesitation because what this is going to take to move forward? Feels like you have to be stronger than you really want to be. It's like, whether that's like just being tired or whatever. Let's see. Let's see what your energy is here. King of Cups, it became in reverse. So, and this King of Cups is so interesting. I held it upright the first time to show you how cool this card is. We have the ship coming through. There's one in the hand and one coming through. So sometimes we have this King of Cups. For me, this is about somebody who is focused on one smaller emotion while another bigger emotion is kind of running right through them. And they've either mastered their emotional maturity where like does not phase them, or they just want to focus on what they want to focus on, and they've kind of acclimated to that. Now, when this is upside down, a King of Cups upside down for me can always mean somebody with maybe some Capricorn presenting in their chart. But this feels like with the Strength in reverse, but this is something you wanted. This is something you've worked hard to create, both in manifestation and probably actually in a concrete way. It feels like you have to like harden your heart a little bit. Quarter flash. Okay. Yeah. There, if there's another energy here, they're completely out of whack. We have Sagittarius in reverse, Temperance in reverse. Something is very not balanced in the other person's energy. Sages want everyone to win, and Sages are big mushes. When we talk about the Sagittarius, Jupiter expansion, ninth house energy, ninth house is being connected to people that are not close to you. And that doesn't mean just geographically here. It also means people that are not in proximity physically to you. So Sagittarius, of course, everybody knows. I have a saying where I say I'm Sagittarius and I know things. I even have a shirt that says that on my website, because that's my experience with Sagittarius. To be clear, I have no placements in Sag. I have ninth house placements, but I have no placements in Sag. But I just love them. And so I could be wrong, but this feels like you're dealing with somebody who's completely out of their own balance. And for you to move on and create the thing that you want and get the life that you want and live the life that you want, that you've worked hard, that you've manifested for, that you put the steps in for, you're going to have to let this person continue. You know that, like, I don't know if it's the name of a Tyler Perry movie, but like, I can do bad all by myself. This person, I have said this for years and years and years and years, certainly before I had a platform or anything. But sometimes when we love somebody, we keep trying to do this before they fall and hit rock bottom. But it is that part of their journey that helps them recover, right? Think about any person who has like this crazy story, and that's true for a lot of famous people. That's true for whatever. There's something that motivates them, right? There's always this crux in their story where they have to decide, is this how I'm going to live, right? And so when you keep trying to shield them from that in the way that this beautiful Sagittarius energy might, we think we're hurting them if we like sit back and let them do bad all by themselves. Let's get some more descriptors. Let's get some more descriptors on this. Yeah, you're gonna, I mean, because there's this beautiful opportunity here for you. And you even know it. You even, because your energy is like, gonna heart of my heart. This is come out in reverse for every fire reading, every single one of you. We have, as a descriptor, the defenses have to come down. I feel like in this, instead of you being defensive, I feel like this is you defending somebody else. You're taking the hits for them. You're taking the scars for them. Might be out of anti-conflict. It might be of just like you feel so bad for them, or you believe in the best. The Sagittarius want to believe the best in everybody, and Sagittarius wants everyone to win, which is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Sometimes it keeps you in situations longer. It should. All right. King of Wands, but in a female presenting. So that is a very captivating personality. King of Wands, especially in this, this could be like Leo energy. This is somebody very provocative, very influential, very alive, very creative, right? And it could be you. It could be you. Let's get a clarification. And in some situations, it's going to be you. In some situations, it's going to be the other person. Let's get a clarification on that King of Wands. Seven of Cups. Might have their fingers in too many pies, too many choices. Seven of Cups is like illusion, delusion, fantasy. It could be, there's a lot of things. That is Nicholas, who hijacked my entire Leo video, and now he wants out. Nikki, why don't you come over here? He hears somebody in the kitchen, and you know, his Taurus Libra, being newsy and run life, wants to be wherever the snacks are. Either needs love or snacks. Taurus. He's a Libra with a Taurus. And it shows. Okay. All right. So, okay, we have justice coming to this situation for you. Let me pause this while I let this creature out. That. So we have justice coming, and there's decisions that's going to be made. There's the Two of Wands. You're either going to stay where you are, or you're going to move. And when you move, it's a big move, but there's justice coming for this. Kind of hoping something's going to happen so that you don't have to, because I feel like this is in your discomfort zone. But oh my God, the thing that's waiting for you is so beautiful. All right, what is, let's do group A, group B, shall we? Like, if this is something that you're going to have to let it get uncomfortable and harden your heart for, what is, if you do that, and if you, I mean, with the starting out with the Magician here, I just feel like that's so good for you. All right, Sag. Gonna swallow my tears, gonna turn and leave you. Yeah, I can't hit that note. It's, I'm gonna turn and leave you here. There are two cards that came out. King of Pentacles, that's you. All the kings are female presenting here. Very, very interesting, because there is a male presenting king for each of them on this deck. And there's also, we have 1, 2, 3 kings. So the most mature energy, also all of it female presenting. So this could be you and your partner. It also could be two females in this situation. Which obviously, let me rephrase that, because that sounded really dusty. It could be a partner situation, regardless of sex, gender, any of that. It could also be like a friendship or a business partner. We have the 5 of Cups, so like grieving ended or grieving will be postponed. I kind of feel with the justice coming in, the grieving that you thought you were going to have to do, that you were going to have to close yourself off, that you didn't have the strength to do. I think when the justice comes in, you're going to be like, oh, look, I don't need to grieve for that at all, and sit and count your money. Let's get a love card, because I don't know that this was as much a love. For some people, it'll be a love reading. But let's get a love card. Yeah. If you don't know the song Harden My Heart by Quarter Flash, it's probably because you're not a seasoned chicken like me. You're probably a spring chicken. Let's get a love card for a completely different situation. Forgiveness. I don't know, kind of forgiveness for what? Forgiveness for what? Ooh, we're gonna make this one. This deck is now in my, like, I have 4 that I keep moving around, that I just reach for the most. And now this one has, somebody else is going over there on the shelf, so this one could be there. Okay. Okay. I don't know what else to do. The first card that came out said grief, but I feel like we already covered that with the Five of Cups in reverse. And then I asked for a love card and I got the Five of Cups in reverse. Forgiveness, Five of Cups in reverse. I think this is somebody or something you're gonna have to let go so you can move on to, and it like this could be forgiving one of your parents for something that happened in your childhood so that you can pick different from a more healed version of you. The Ho'oponopono prayer, I said that wrong, but look it up. I'll see if I can, there's one on here that I used to go to sleep to. It changed my life. Stacy Lyons actually put me on to that. I was having a big issue. It was actually with a family member. It wasn't a love situation at all, but and she said, listen to that. And I was like, I got nothing for that person. I have nothing. And she said, it's not for them, it's for you. This is years ago. And it changed a lot. All good for me. It all, listen to the, again, I'm gonna try to tag it, but that Justice card is coming in to do you a solid, Sag. I can feel it. That Justice card is coming in to do you a fucking solid. It's like everything that you worried about, like being the bad guy for. When that Justice comes in, you're gonna be like, not grieving shit. Not, I mean, you can have the forgiveness and everything, but like you won't be the bad guy, is what I'm saying. Somebody is very magnetic. This King of Wands to me particularly is very like possibly a little egotistical. There could, and I mean the Queen of Wands, I always see as like an interloper into a relationship or a third party, but this is the King, even if it's a female presenting. This is somebody who's a little stuck in their own ego, I think. I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you. I think you're the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, which love. Love, love, love. If you want to join membership or book a reading or anything, that's all in the description link. Please leave me a comment. This is, the fire signs have been hella interesting tonight. Really, very interesting. So, leave me a comment. Sag, I'm rooting for you. Let me know if you need me to break the news to somebody so you don't have to. My Aries can help your Sag out. I love you, know you love you. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.